What's going on, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C Dub coming at you with another reaction. Today we got Baby Carrots, Mark Ellis taking on Stacy Howard. Let's do this.
Jacket and Josh McCouga.
What's up, Ken? Psyched to be here. The tournament, it's that special time of year. It's like the March Madness for movie trivia, only it's not taking place in March. It's taking place in more of a fall month.
Yeah, the leaves are turning, not in our city, but out there where you are, the leaves might be turning. Look, Christian Harloff is out on assignment, and the other man that usually sits in these chairs, Mark Ellis, might be a little busy today. That's because we have Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, who comes into this match at 5-3, number 3 ranked contender in this tournament, and he's got a lot of success in the Ultimate Schmoedowns. He's actually won, Josh McCouga, 2 of them.
2.
Last year as a singles competitor, year before that with teams, with the one and the only Christian Harloff, the current champion. And if you win this tournament, you go on and face Christian at the Spectacular in December.
It's sort of like brother-on-brother combat. He's fighting his way to fight his soulmate in this movie reviewing world, this lovely Comic-Con nerd / filled movie. Whatever world we're in right now, it's like a brother versus brother combat title, Ken, and it feels a little stressful. This tournament really brings out the best and worst in people.
It does, and Mark Ellis had a tough 2017. Now, he's a former team champion, but he made a bid for the championship, coming up just short to the great Dan Murrell at the Spectacular last year. But after that loss, Mark kind of took a little bit of a break, kind of refocused, found himself, lost his smile, tried to find it again, and he is back. He had a big return against classy Clark Wolf, but lost in that one too. So you got to imagine, Josh McCouga, Mark Ellis is not just here for entertainment. He's here to prove something to himself and to his fans.
Mark Ellis right now is that Ferrari that just keeps breaking down on the side of the highway. He's a high-performance motor vehicle that comes into these Schmoedowns. You think he's going to win. Listen, classy Clark Wolf is not a Pinto, okay? She's not a 1975. No. She is a high-performance motor vehicle, too. And they went face-to-face, and Clark pulled out the victory. It was shocking to a lot of people. He dressed like Santa Claus and lost to Dan Murrell. The first time Santa Claus has ever lost anything. We're talking gifts over many, many distances and children and everything. But Mark Ellis has yet to really pull out that much-needed championship victory when it comes down to it.
Would you say that Clark Wolf is one of those Teslas that are on the road, helping
sleek,
the environment?
Stylish.
Mark Ellis more of like one of those Corollas with aftermarket rims.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. But his opponent today is someone who's a wild card in this tournament. She is Stacy Howard. You've seen her in action in 6 Degrees, and she's part of the Misfits with Jay Washington. When her and Miss Movies really entered the Schmoedown, they were kind of fan favorites, and they have a lot of supporters, but their attitude sometimes gone away a dark turn, but it's because it's fueled by determination.
Yes.
And that's what I've noticed. And she came out swinging in her first singles match match against the Vulture Voitko, and really kind of proves that. And if you're, to me, if you're laying, if she's underrated in your book, then you got to rewrite your book because she's proven time and time again. She had a 7 of 8 performance in her first round, and had a tremendous round too. So she's here, ready to compete. And you know what, Josh? I think we should hear from these two opponents today what they have to say about each other and this tournament.
Well, it's good to be back here in the Ultimate Schmoedown. This is really where the legend of Baby Carrots began. I won the thing last year, and I think I'll probably go ahead and win it again this year. I don't see much competition, and, you know, there's a lot of good competitors, but none are a vegetable like me.
I mean, I feel like it's my time to shine. You know, I love my team. I love the Misfits. I love Brienne, Miss Movie. She's my girl. She's my partner in crime at all. But today it's about proving myself. You know, I have to carry my own weight now. I have to be the one to prove myself just in the singles match alone. You know, I don't have anyone here to help me out today. It's just me.
Today's matchup is really a question of universities. I went to Wake Forest. We're known for producing lifelong greats. Arnold Palmer, Tim Duncan. Stacy went to Texas A&M. Who they produce? Johnny Manziel. That's who Stacy is. She's a flash of the pan. She had a nice 15 minutes, and now she's probably looking to work at Blockbuster Video.
I get ready for this like I get ready for anything, which is I'm just going to wing it and rely on my strength of crop top and heels and attitude and sass. That's all I got. That's what I'm bringing to the table today, so get ready.
The biggest issue I'm going to have in the Ultimate Schmoedown is when I win it, then I'll have to face Christian Harloff in the Spectacular at the end of the year. But look, we've been through worse together, okay? We're buddies. We can get over this. We're schmoes. That's what we do. We patch things up. After I kick his ass. But first, I have to beat Stacey Howard.
I've heard Mark Ellis is a comedian. You know, he's a comic of some sort, but the biggest joke is going to be his score because I'm going to completely dominate him.
I'll tell you this right now, Stacey. You're a tremendous member of the Misfits, and 6 Degrees is one of my favorite teams to watch, but it's about to get a little colder around that neck of the woods because Baby Carrots is coming to town, and he has a tendency to put chill on anybody who gets in his way, especially when it's the Ultimate Schmoedown.
All right, there you hear it there. Mark striking a pretty confident tone. He's put, you know,
kind of his voice intonation, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
he sounds, you know.
He's a confident young man, but Stacey's, you know, she has this kind of carefree attitude. She doesn't. Her partner's known for her preparation. Stacey just kind of comes in as is. She knows what she knows, which that kind of carefree approach could lead to surprise victories down the line.
Half the time, I don't know if she's heel or she's face or she's ace or she's feel. I don't know.
I don't think those are actual terms.
Okay,
yeah, tweener is what the wrestling nerds like myself might say. Shall we go to some tales of the tape?
Let's do it. Tales of the
I
tape.
have some strengths and weaknesses. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Your jacket doesn't, but you will.
Listen, that's the second jacket insult you've made. The third one gets you a swift pinch in the rear. That's what old Grandma McCoos used to say.
Well, you know what? Then I might want to have a third insult in the books because I could use that. All right. Mark Ellis, like I said, he's 5-3, number 3 ranked contender. His strengths are superhero movies, action, adventure, and wearing sandals in public, which for a guy like you seems to be the choice these days.
Strength.
Stacey Howard, her strengths are rom-com, contouring, and 1999's The Mummy. All right. With that, are you guys ready? Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Let's do it, Ken. They're feeling it. The room's feeling it. I'm feeling it.
All right. I can warm up my vocal cords, but I'll never prepare them for this. Here we go. Introducing first. Representing the Misfits. With a record of 1 win and 0 defeats. The number 14 ranked contender. Sassy Stacey Howard.
Here she comes. Oh! Look, dressed like one of my favorites. That's right. She is holding the old Pork Chop Express. Oh! Jack Burke.
She just punched out a carrot.
She punched a carrot.
She just punched out a carrot.
I never thought in all my days I would see such vegetable violence in all my years.
And I must say,
that is a punched carrot.
That carrot ran like my mother at a church picnic.
Yes, yeah.
I'll tell you what, competing in the three-leg race. You ever done that?
I was going to say, Mrs. Knapsack, great in the single competition, not great in the three-legged race.
That's right.
Not great in the three-legged race.
And her opponent. representing Mo and Collider. With a record of 5 wins, 3 defeats, he's the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown winner, the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown winner, and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion of the world, the number 3 ranked contender, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Look at that. This is a
Hospital scrubs.
different outfit. I've never. Oh,
He's resuscitating the carrot.
He brought the carrot back to life.
The carrot's
He brought the carrot back to life.
Oh, that is one hell of a human being. He is the Dr. Doolittle of vegetables.
Wow.
He is the Dr. Fraser Crane of all things fruit and vegetables. Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. He's an American treasure as well. Him and Brendan Fraser.
Wow, that's wow, that is something new for Mark Ellis there. A little change of pace for the Ultimate Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Josh, explain the round 1 rules, and then I'll see if these competitors are ready. I need to buy Ellis some time to catch his breath.
Yes, he does not know CPR, but he proved that doesn't matter. That really does not matter when it comes to resuscitating a carrot. This is how round 1 works in the Ultimate Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Each competitor gets 8 questions. They will write the answer on the whiteboard. Please say what your answer is and write it large enough so that my bad eyes can see it. If you want the question repeated, you can use the JTE rule. Remember, you only get 3 chances to do that. If you get all 8 correct, you will get a bonus point. Ken, are you ready?
I am ready. Both competitors, you'll have about 15 seconds to answer, or how long it takes me to get a good joke in, all right? So, are you guys ready? Mark Ellis.
Can I feel good about this? Step into my office. I have some bad news for Stacy.
All right. Pants off. Stacey Howard, are you ready?
You know what old Jack Burton says in a time like this?
Who?
Jack Burton. Me.
You know what? I got a question for Stacy.
What?
You paid your dues?
Paycheck's in the mail.
Yeah! Never
All
seen
right.
the movie.
That's your own damn fault, Mark. Round 1, let's do it,
And
Ken.
with both competitors ready, it's time. It's Schmoedown time. Take it away, Josh Makuga.
All right, Mark, Stacy, in round 1, your first question comes from the category of comedies. Who plays student Max Fisher in the movie Rushmore? Who plays student Max Fisher in Rushmore?
Saw this movie in a independent theater in Chatsworth, California. Yeah. Turns out they were showing some other kind of movies
I
afterwards.
saw it on
I had to
DVD.
leave.
In college.
Yeah.
3,
3,
2,
1.
1.
Jason
We're
Schwartzman.
figuring this out.
Kelly's hard.
Mark Ellis.
Never been to Chatsworth, never seen Rushmore, but I'm guessing Jason Schwartzman.
That is correct.
Correct.
Give him a point. Stacy and Elizabeth Howard.
Jason Schwartz.
That's correct.
right. The drummer,
On the
of
run.
course, of Phantom Planet's first 2 albums.
There you go.
All right. Question number 2. Category is animated. Who directed Monsters, Inc.?
Ooh.
You know, Ken, for a while there, Josh Makuga was an incorporated business in the state of Nevada. Haven't paid my business taxes.
Yeah,
No
which is
idea.
why you're not allowed to go to that state.
I don't know that
Yeah,
damn
that's
animation
5,
crap.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Stacey Howard.
Something Bird?
Incorrect.
I don't know of
Mark
a
Ellis?
band name by the name of
I crossed out my Brad Bird right and wrote in John Lasseter.
Well, you're both
Incorrect.
incorrect. Pete Doctor.
Pete Doctor. Coming from a doctor. What the hell is wrong with Mark Ellis?
He's no longer a colleague of mine.
Interesting.
You get sued for
Cool.
malpractice?
1-1, 1-1. Third question.
Question 3 comes from Fantasy Sci-Fi. What is the name of the 4th Harry Potter film? What is the name of the 4th Harry Potter film? Ken, I know you're a big Harry Potter guy. What color's your wand?
Oh, I'm not a fan.
Interesting. I was going to go with a feathery, light chestnut.
No, that's something else.
Gotcha. 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Hold on. I get a repeat. Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner Azkaban, Goblet of Fire. Goblet of Fire.
Stacey Howard.
If you'll remember, everyone's hair looked a lot like mine in that film. Goblet of Fire.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Big
All
fan of the
here.
mullets in that one.
Yeah.
Mark Ellis.
Yeah, I went Prisoner of Azkaban.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
incorrect.
incorrect.
Swing and a miss.
Incorrect.
An early lead for Stacey Howard. A lot like
Nerd.
2014 Texas A&M Aggies never could close.
Right. Sports ball, which I'm a fan of. All right. Question 4. Comic book movies is your category. Question is, what character became Venom in Spider-Man 3?
The character or the actor?
The character.
What
We're looking
character
for the
became
character.
Venom? Yeah. And what, you know what? I'm not even going to say it's a JT rule. You need a
No, that's
clarification.
fine,
That's
yeah.
my fault. I read the question wrong.
Eddie
No,
Brock.
that's fine.
I have a problem. I take a lot of blame when I
Okay,
should.
all right. And 3, 2, 1, pens down.
Mark Ellis.
That would be played by myself.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock
correct.
is correct. Put him a point there. 2-2. As they
Stacey.
I said Topher.
Oh, we're tied up at 2. Tied up at 2.
It should be correct.
It's okay. We went with character. Topher Grace was the actor. All right.
Sorry.
Question 5
I know
comes
him all
from
too well.
Action Adventure. In Air Force One, who played the leader of the Russian terrorists that hijacked the plane? In Air Force One, who played the leader of the Russian terrorists that hijacked the plane?
You know, if we were to remake that movie now, they wouldn't need to hijack it.
No.
They would just fly around it.
Gary Oldman.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Stacey Howard.
Gare Bear Old Man.
Gare Bear Old Man is correct. Give
We'll
it
accept
to him. 1. Mark
I'm going to write a
Ellis.
prescription for more Ken Knapsack political jabs. Gary Oldman.
Hey,
go.
that it is.
Thanks.
Tied 3-3. Ken. It's
3-3.
a real nail biter.
Question 6. Category is horror thriller. Horror thriller. Who plays the creepy next door neighbor in the movie Disturbia?
Oh,
Like a darkness in the light. Sorry? No?
I'm going to ask that you stop.
yeah.
I got some points from the crowd, from the ladies, enjoying my Rihanna. You guys are welcome.
5, 4, 3,
I can't
2,
remember his
and
name.
1. Pens
Wow.
down. Mark Ellis.
I'm going to go with David Morse.
David
Morse
Moore.
corrected himself. That is correct. Well done, Mark Ellis.
Stacey Howard.
Gray-haired man.
Nope. No.
He had some blonde in there.
That's right.
He's a lovely
That's what you all
gentleman.
say.
Yeah, but he used the Just for Men blend.
Mark Ellis has taken his first lead of the contest going into question 7, coming from 90s movies. What is the signature drink of the dude in The Big Lebowski?
Someone in the crowd not happy with
Somebody seems to be
that
upset
question,
about
or
it.
they're just drunk already.
Or they have the same signature drink and they're upset they're not
Right.
drinking it right now.
Tea?
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Never seen the movie.
Stacey Howard.
White Russian.
That's right.
Correct. Give it to the dude.
Can I just say Gary Oldman again? Or White Russian?
White Russian.
Oh, zing! Let's hear
Hey,
it for Mark
seeing
Ellis.
jokes over here.
That's what we call a callback.
Well done, Mark.
They work. All right.
Bitsy is proud.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got your set tonight at the Bella Room, 8:35 to 8:38. Bring
Don't
6
be late.
people.
Don't be late.
Bring 6 people, Mark. All right, final category for your 8th question here. Dramas. Who played the lead role of Nadine in the 2016 film Edge of 17?
Woo!
Oh, come
Edge
on.
of 17. Remember that song?
What the hell is
back
her
out of this
name?
right
She's
now.
in the Bumblebee movie.
5, 4, 3,
I can't remember her
2,
fucking name.
1. Pens down. We got it. Who goes first?
Mark Ellis.
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley
That is correct.
Daughter of
Steinfeld.
Jake.
Yes. Stacey Howard.
Haley Steinfeld.
That's
right.
correct. Let's hear it for
So
guys.
at the end of round 1, we have a close
Pretty good.
competition, Josh.
This is a good
6
round
to
1.
5. You know, some tough questions there. Both competitors brought it today. So we're going to set up for round number 2.
Round 2. Each competitor will spin the wheel once. If they like that, they can stay on it. If it lands on opponent's choice, the opponent can choose whatever they want. If they don't like it, they can spin again. However, what they land on in the second spin, they have to keep forever. They will get 4 questions. If they answer the first way, that's 2 points. If they ask for multiple choice,
pissed
it
about
drops
those
down to
last
1
couple
point. Their
questions.
opponent can steal if they answer incorrectly. Again, if they'd like a question repeated, they have that 3 option with the JTE rule. Mark Ellis in the lead, 6 to 5. Mark, would you like to spin or would you defer? Classic Gary Anderson style.
You know, Josh, I was writing in my nightly journal to myself and my friend Vincent Del Pino, and I said, should I let Stacey spin first? And I think I'll be a gentleman. I think I'll be a man of class, of dignity. And and allow the first spin to go to Kurt Russell there.
Interesting.
All right, he's putting the pressure on Stacey.
Chivalry is not dead, Ken.
All right,
It's
Stacey.
either Doogie Howser references.
That is true. That is true.
All right, give us a big
All right.
Jack Burton spin.
Yeah,
Okay.
give it the
Can I
old
just say
Jack
for a
Burton.
second, we look like brothers. We really do.
That is kind of funny looking. Yes, I see it
I don't know
now.
if that's a good or a bad thing.
Mark has very feminine features.
That's true.
He's a
That's
feminine gentleman.
Wait, what?
Wait, wait.
You heard me. Soft skin, lovely eyes. Come on.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move it.
Oh, she's okay.
Okay, she just moved it to a category.
I don't know if that's illegal or not. I haven't checked.
It's totally legal.
It's legal.
We'll allow this.
No,
Okay, you move it.
it is totally legal.
Hey, spin the wheel.
Okay.
Good spin.
Great spin, Stacey. There you go.
Spin is
That
it.
spin is brought to you by Curves Gym.
And classics. She
That's
is
a quick
no
spin. That's a
hesitation.
quick spin.
Nope. Spinning again.
Spinning
She's
again.
spinning again.
again. Now she needs to rip it. There you go.
All right.
Stacy
Good
goes to
spin.
the
She's gotta keep
LA
this one.
Fitness here in Hollywood. Been working on her arms and shoulder muscles.
And she has
Horror thriller. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It is a
All
scary
right.
category for most people.
She's got to keep it. She's got to keep it.
Here we go.
4 questions in this category.
Great
All
horror
right.
movie, Dr. Giggles.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Dr.
Nope.
Mario, favorite video game.
All right. Stacey, are you ready? 4 questions in this category. You have horror thriller. First question. The Final Conflict is the subtitle to the 3rd film in which horror series?
Multiple choice.
A. The Omen. B. A Nightmare on Elm Street. C. Halloween. D. The
The
Exorcist.
Omen. A. The Omen.
Answer in 5, 4.
Can you repeat the answers available?
Sure. A. The Omen. B. A Nightmare on Elm Street. C. Halloween. D. The Exorcist.
The Omen.
Halloween?
Incorrect. Mark, could you steal?
I'm going to go with The Omen.
That is
for a
correct.
point.
Give him a point. Mark with the steal here.
Yeah.
A smattering of applause for the doctor. Obviously,
All right.
don't trust him. This American healthcare system is in shambles, man.
I'm free.
Second
What kind of
question.
doctor are you?
Don't worry about it. Just come into the office.
Second question, Stacey. Who plays journalist Paul Avery in the 2007 mystery thriller Zodiac?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Robert Downey Jr.
That's
That's
correct. 2
correct.
points.
Oh,
Tie
Stacey
game.
Howard ties it up.
Third question. You'll find Mort Rainey, a depressed author suffering from writer's block who caught his wife having an affair in this psychological thriller.
I'd have to go multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right. A. Secret Window. B. Ghost Town. C. Stir of Echoes. D. The Paper.
Stir of Echoes. C.
Secret window?
That's correct.
That's correct.
Stacey with the lead.
Nice Josh McCougar guess right there. I'm proud of you.
Right.
Rainey.
There you go.
Totally
Mort Rainey. Not going well for old Mort.
Mort.
All right. Fourth question. Fourth question, Stacey.
Croissant? Yay, yum.
What is the only Alfred Hitchcock film to win a Best Picture Oscar?
She looks concerned. The mullet is sweating.
Not Psycho. I'd have to go multiple choice.
Answer.
Rope?
Incorrect.
Correct.
Incorrect for Steele. Mark Ellis.
I don't think it's Psycho.
Not Psycho.
Uh,
Rear Window?
I don't think it's Vertigo. That didn't.
Thanks for his IMDb here, Mark. I didn't need an answer.
I'm gonna.
You're stalling,
say,
you're stalling. Come on,
I'm gonna
doctor.
say
4, 3.
The Birds.
Incorrect. We are looking for Rebecca. Thank you, William Bibiani, out there in the crowd.
All right.
Mandalay Burns,
Sorry.
guys.
Not
Mandalay
a-
Burns.
Sorry, Biff.
Not a great round, but not a bad one.
Not terrible.
Stacey has a lead as
She
Mark
does.
Ellis steps
She
up the
does.
wheel to spin.
Oh, the round's over? I thought I had more chances to
No.
get points.
There we go.
4 questions is all you get. We're sorry, Stacy.
Good spin.
Did I have to go? Did I have to go ahead to spin?
Yeah, that was the go
You're
ahead,
good.
Mark. Yeah, you got it. Ooh.
Good fast opponent choice coming up.
Ooh.
What is that?
Spin it again.
Quentin Tarantino, he's going to
Quentin
spin it
Tarantino,
again.
he's
Spin it
getting the big
again.
spin. Getting
No,
the big
thank
spin.
All right, spin is in.
Good spin, good spin.
Trying to avoid.
It's just, I just do a spin. I'm not looking to show off.
Okay.
I think he just likes to spin the wheel. That's all right. That's all
He
right.
went to Wake Forest. They're big on
Yeah.
spinning things there.
Get past Q.
And he is
Oh,
90s.
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 Here we go.
This is the
So
category
close,
that held
Alice,
me
so close.
against Clark Wolf, so.
Mark Ellis in 90s movies, a decade when you were dominating the basketball courts as a young man there in
Thank you.
Winston-Salem. Who directed the 1998 film Hope Floats? Who directed?
Sandra Bullock was in it. I'd have to go multiple choice.
Looking for an answer in 5.
Give me multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Forrest Whitaker, D, Griffin Dunn, C, John Turtletaub, D, Mark Lawrence?
I'm gonna go B. Griffin Dunn.
I'll say D.
D, Mark Lawrence. Incorrect. Stacey Howard for the steal.
B?
Incorrect. We were looking for A, Forrest Whitaker.
Wow.
Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker directed
What?
Hope
No old
Floats.
Saw got behind the mic for that
Yes.
one.
All right. Question 2, Mark. In Father of the Bride, 1991's Father of the Bride, Steve Martin's character owns a company that produces what?
I'll know it. I'll know it when I hear it.
Stacey
I'd have to go
apparently
multiple
knows.
choice,
Yeah,
but I
I'll
will
do,
know it.
I'll do multiple choice.
You're going to do multiple choice. Is it A, sneakers, B, coffee makers, C, candy, D, basketballs?
A,
Sneakers.
sneakers.
A, sneakers is correct.
Wow.
He has tied it up after 2 questions here.
Thinking paper products.
Well, you know,
Then I heard sneakers, and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that movie.
sneakers were also produced by the Parrish family in Jumanji. Question 3. Who
The
played
more you know.
Who played Kevin McAllister's mother in Home Alone and Home Alone 2?
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine
That is
O'Hara.
correct. Give him 2. Now he's feeling the flow, doing the bull dance.
Back in the lead.
Finally, his final question in round number 2. What movie starred Tommy Lee Jones as a parole officer who supervises Ashley
Double
Judd's
Jeopardy.
character?
Double Jeopardy. Double Jeopardy. Come on, Ellis.
He's a parole officer.
Double Jeopardy. Come on.
I'm gonna need multiple choice on
Gonna
that.
need multiple choice. Is it A, U.S. Marshals,
Double
B, high
Jeopardy.
crimes, C, Double Jeopardy, D, The Client?
C.
Double Jeopardy.
That is correct. Give him a point.
I was worried choosing U.S. Marshals, and like that was the plot at the beginning of the movie before we had to go after Wesley Snipes. Like
Close.
a lot of stuff going through the old
Smart
carrots
use
there.
of multiple choice there. Now, after round 2, Mark Ellis up 11-8, but this is not a runaway, Ken.
No, it could be anyone's game as we go into round 3. This is where the game will come down. People will be made or they will be broken.
Yes,
It is
correct.
like a gladiator fight here, just Mark has better sandals. So,
This is how round 3 works. So you will pick 3 numbers between 1 and 20. They correspond with a category.
They also correlate.
Your first question's worth 2, second question worth 3, final question worth 5 points. There was no stealing, there was no multiple choice, and there was no funny business. Mark Ellis, you're in the lead 11-8. Give me 3 numbers.
Put a lot of thought into this. I'm going to go back to my classic, the Washington Redskins quarterbacks who won a Super Bowl. That'd be Joe Theismann, Mark Rippon, Doug Williams. 7,
Okay.
11,
Okay.
and 17.
7, 11, 17. Mark Ellis. Stacy and Elizabeth Howard, what are your 3 numbers?
6, 12, 16.
6, 12, 16.
She went really close to my numbers just to
They
get
were
in
in my head, though.
That's,
Yep. Yep.
all right.
She
Or
is
did
up
I?
in it. All right.
I'll
Ken, go ahead. Why
administer
don't
these
you-
questions. Now,
Yeah.
Stacey, you were down here. You're going to need to at least get a couple in here, as you know. So you
Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I
Nice
try to
work,
help
Jack
out.
Gordon. Nice.
All right, you chose 6, 12, and 16. Your 2-point question will be, and you chose number 6. That is Oscar movies. Oscar movies. So, 2 points. Adrian Brody won an Oscar for what Roman Polanski
The
directed
Piano.
film?
The Pianist.
That's correct.
That's
2
correct.
points.
Correct. A lot of people may
No
pronounce
stones.
it pianist. pianist?
Only you.
Cool.
Is that what kind of doctor you are?
All right.
Doctor?
All right, Stacy, you are still behind here. To kick it back to Mark, you'll need to answer this 3-point question. You chose number 12. That is correlated and corresponding to the category of sports movies. 3-point question. 3-point question, Stacy. In The Mighty Ducks, Gordon Bombay is forced to coach a local youth hockey team as
He was a
punishment
lawyer.
for drunk driving. What was his profession?
A lawyer.
He was a lawyer.
That's
That's
correct.
correct.
3 points.
Wow. The
Mighty
sassy
Ducks.
one
Quack,
grabs
quack,
one.
quack,
That
quack.
is the flying V
All
right
right.
there.
Love the
Well
Mighty
done,
Ducks
Stacy.
film.
Let's move over to Mark Ellis.
Sends it back to Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis, you chose as your first number 7.
Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann, the greatest broken leg in the history of
That's
sports.
right.
Super Bowl 17 before that.
For 2 points, in war films, who plays the character nicknamed Bible in David Ayer's Fury?
Shia LaBeouf.
Answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Shia LaBeouf.
That
That's
is
correct.
correct.
2
Wow,
points.
Mark Ellis. It
Ties
is
it
all
up.
tied up. Okay.
And it's going to send it back. It's going to send it back to Stacy Howard for a 5-point question to take the lead. The game is tied at 13. You chose number 16 for your 5-point question. The category is Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep. 5-point question. Who plays Meryl Streep's husband in the 1994 crime thriller The River Wild?
Ah. I can't remember his name. I'm picturing him. He was in My Girl. I can't remember his name.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who plays Meryl Streep's husband in the 1994 crime thriller The River Wild?
I can't remember his name. He was in My Girl.
Five, 4.
I don't know it.
Three.
Clint Eastwood.
Incorrect.
Correct.
David Strathairn. David Strathairn.
Strathern.
Oh,
Strathern.
yeah. I
David
loved him, though, in
Strathern.
8 Men Out. He
Yes,
was good in that.
hell of a
Okay, but you missed the question. The game is still tied, though, 13-13, which means it's
Mark
not just the
Ellis.
dark level on Coruscant. It is the score of our game. Mark Ellis, we're going back to you for your next question, 3-pointer, for a possible win. You chose number 11.
Mark Rippon,
Number 11.
Super Bowl 26.
And he has a Super Bowl win, better than Dan Marino, right?
correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mark, your category you chose 11 is 80s movies.
Was alive in that decade, Josh.
For 3 points, which Academy Award-winning actor directed Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in the film Stir Crazy? Stir Crazy.
Clint Eastwood. I say Clint Eastwood.
Answer though soon.
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
You repeat the question.
1. I will repeat the question for 3 points. Which Academy Award-winning actor directed Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in the film Stir Crazy? The doctor seems to be confused, befuddled, riddled with crime. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dustin Hoffman.
Incorrect. We were looking for Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier. We go to Mark Ellis's final chance to take down Stacey Howard. If he does not answer this correctly, we go into sudden death overtime. This is one hell of a result happening here, Ken.
Chose number 17.
Shows 17.
Doug Williams.
Doug
22.
Williams in coming of age films.
Yeah,
Mark Ellis for 5 points.
I love it.
In American Pie, what country is the exchange student Nadia from?
Czechoslovakia. 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 Come on, Ellis. Czechoslovakia.
Five,
Czechoslovakia.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
We get one. Repeat the question. Here. In
Czechoslovakia.
American Pie, what country is the exchange student Nadia from?
Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia. Come on, Ellis.
I'm gonna say Russia.
Incorrect. You're looking for Czechoslovakia or Slovakia. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are tied. We are going to sudden death, Ken. We're going to sudden death. All right, we are here in sudden death overtime, Ken. How sudden death overtime works is both competitors have whiteboards in front of them. We are going to ask questions from categories.
Yeah, that's right.
They're going to answer questions on the whiteboard. If they both get it correct, we move on to the next category. If one of them gets it correct and the other one gets it incorrect, they are the winner. If they both get it wrong, again, we move on to the next question. Sudden death. Here we go. Mark Ellis, Stacey Howard tied 13-13. Carrots versus Sass in the first ever sudden death overtime in the Ultimate Schmoedown this year. All right. Here we go.
Exclusive.
Category of famous actors and actresses. What character was played by John Cleese in 1981, Kevin Costner in 1991, and Carrie Ellis in 1993?
Both gonna write down their answer here.
Robin Hood.
Here we go. This is, you
Can I use another repeat the question or no?
You can. That's your last one.
Last one.
Okay, repeat the question.
Okay.
You guys are like, yo, you sure you don't want to save it?
It is sudden death. Here we go. What character was played by John Cleese in 1981, Kevin Costner in 1991, and Carrie Ellis in 1993?
Oh, okay. Took me a second.
All right.
Answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mark Ellis.
That would be Robin Hood.
That's
That is
correct.
correct.
Stacey Ellis.
Can't believe it took me that long. Robin Hood.
Robin
All right,
Hood,
the game
all right.
goes on. 14-14.
14.
I would have said if you let me off that.
Didn't have it
Go
at
ahead,
first,
Ken,
but
next.
then
All right.
All right.
Guys, the
Kickers.
game continues.
Game continues.
Free baseball. Free baseball. All right. Category is dramas. This 1960s film became the first and only X-rated movie in history to win the Best Picture.
X-rated films. Big 10.
No idea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Stacey Howard.
Midnight Cowboy.
That's correct.
I had Midnight Cowboy, but I wrote Deep Throat and crossed it out.
Stacey. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The car accident that is Mark Ellis' Schmoedown career just keeps happening, Ken. What is going on?
Perhaps Mark has a future in community theater as a doctor-type character, or some kind of skit performance where
Great win,
vegetables are
Stacey.
revived. But Stacey Howard just made a mark on this tournament, upsetting probably some brackets. I told you, do not underestimate or underrate Stacey Howard.
Underestimate.
Underestimate.
I will tell you what, sassy Stacey Howard took out Baby Carrots. She played the Jack Burton card well. You know what old Jack Burton says? He wins Schmoedown. This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You know, I had Stacey's hair from 1987 to 1992. It is a good luck hairstyle.
Yes.
That is good. Let's go to Jen Sturger, who was with the winner and the loser.
Holy Schmoedown! Stacey,
Oh my god.
that was amazing.
That was insane.
You just knocked out Baby Carrots from the competition. How are you feeling right now?
I'm shocked. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I had this swagger going in, but it was fake swagger. I was like, we're just gonna have some fun with this and see where it goes. And I cannot believe that just happened.
Do you feel like you pulled some superpowers out of the mullet today?
I pulled stuff straight out of my ass today. I mean, I had some guessing. I had some shit talking. I don't know what just went down, but here I am, the winner, and I can't believe it.
You did use all of your JTE rules. Were you a little nervous going into that sudden death that you might need them?
I didn't think about it, but then when the Robin Hood question came up, it took me a second, so I was like, I'm gonna use it, because if I don't use it now, I felt like I saw him riding immediately. He knew it. So I was like, it's now or never. I'm going to use it. So I did.
So having
God.
struggled in the teams with 6 Degrees, how does it feel now to have won in singles? Like, that's got to be boosting your morale a little bit.
It does. It feels like I'm finally able to really prove myself as a singles competitor and pull my weight. You know, my other...
Pull your weight with your little monster truck.
Yeah, tug my weight, tug it with the Pork Chop Express. I feel like now I'm like a real member of the team. You know, I've really proven myself. Other people have beaten huge competitors in the Schmoedown, have great entrances, and have really pulled out all the stops, and now I feel like I'm one of them, like I belong.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely do. It's so funny because you and I were talking when we were, fixing your hair.
Combing out the mullet, you mean?
Yep. We were combing out the mullet.
As one does.
You're talking, and you were really nervous. You were like, I really don't know if this is going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the next round. And you're like, I'm just going to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not getting any easier from here on out for you.
You know what? Here's the thing. Rachel, as a fellow female competitor, she's my friend outside the Schmoedown and in it. I respect her a lot, and I feel like if I went up against her, it would be a good, even
nice back and forth.
Yeah, nice back and forth. So, I respect her so much. If I went against her and won, it'd be amazing. But if I lost, I'd be proud of her still. I'm coming for her, but I know she's coming for me too.
So sassy, yet so polite and well-spoken. Well, congratulations, Stacy.
Thank you.
We are so excited to see what this journey holds for you.
Thank you so much, Jen.
Mark, that was a rough one. That was a rough way to go out.
Yeah, I just got out of surgery, Jen, and doesn't look good. Prognosis is not promising for this guy in the Ultimate Schmoedown, but hats off for surgical masks off to Stacy. She really played well. And if I had to lose, I guess I'm happy that it builds up somebody who I think is a worthy competitor in this league, one of the bright young stars of the Ultimate Schmoedown.
And you had her against the rails the entire time, so you had...
Well, that sounds weird.
Shut up. You had to take it there.
Yeah.
So you played really well the first round. The second round, you hit 90s. And I saw, the look of panic over your face just for a second.
I mean,
that's what took you down against your match with Clark.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I had a pretty good time living in the 90s, but it really has not been my friend in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. So when I got it, I was like, when you score like an 80s or a 90s, you know you're going to be able to get a couple questions right. But you know it's a very hard round to sweep. And that's what I was looking for because I wanted no part of Stacy in round 3. I knew that she could pull up some good answers that I might miss a couple. I've seen American Pie 50 times.
Yeah, what happened there?
Just could not conjure the country.
There's only a couple Slavias to choose from, dude.
There's just her name was Nadia. I was thinking Nadia Comaneci. I didn't know where to go with that, so I couldn't get the right country.
And then going into sudden death.
I got Robin Hood. I knew that one.
Congratulations.
It was the buzzer round. If it was the old days, the buzzer round. Boom. And I move on to the next round. But now we have the overtime rules for everybody, and I don't know why Deep Throw is at the forefront of my brain.
Me neither.
I actually don't watch X-rated movies. I don't watch porn at all. Like, it's not my thing. So
because your girlfriend's not at all watching this.
I use the
Likewise, bro.
imagination. I'm a Muppet baby when it comes to that. And so I don't really watch a lot of bad movies in that area, but I know Midnight Cowboy was a trivia question, and if actually you look, I crossed out Deep Throw because I knew it wasn't right, and I started writing the M from Midnight Cowboy, but they called time, and it was right there, and Stacy knocked it out of the park, and I hit
Should ask
little
for a repeat, Ellis.
punt that I couldn't leg
You
out.
just tapped it, and it was just straight to the pitcher.
Yeah, so just not my best performance today, but I'm here to save lives, and somebody died on the table today, but that doesn't mean somebody's going to die on the table tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Probably they will. Probably
So
a lot
now,
of nuts.
so now that you're out of the tournament,
Yeah.
are there any people you're absolutely rooting for?
Oh, I'm not watching anymore. I'm going to go lay on a beach for a couple months, sip some margaritas, and just get all this Ultimate Schmoedown mess out of my head. I mean, I think if I was looking at somebody, clearly I'm going to be gunning for Stacy because I think that she really has the wealth of knowledge that you need to be able to make a run in this tournament, a lot like what I did last year. Because I was not the best competitor in last year's tournament. I just had the right plays, and Stacy has the ability to play the game well, even if she doesn't know as many answers as somebody else. So I think you can always look out for your Bibianis and your Levines of the world, but I think Stacy's one I'm going to be pulling for.
Awesome. Well,
No, it's not awesome at all. I'm actually very upset. No, it's fine. I'll
Be
be
okay.
Yeah.
You should give Johnny LaQuasta these scrubs back, though. They don't fit you at all.
This is why you don't have huge friends that work in the emergency room because not my size.
Oh, back to you guys.
So you hear there, man. Stacy is excited, pumped,
She's primed for victory.
looking to make the mark.
Yes.
And Mark Ellis, he has some questions.
He does.
He has some soul searching. He has maybe a date with the Carrots to see if he turned his back on him.
Yeah.
See
You know,
what's
here's what
going on.
happened. You know, we were all looking for that match of destiny. The Mark Ellis, Christian Harloff, Ultimate Schmoedown winner versus current champion. And we were robbed of that today by a young woman from Texas that, and a man dressed as a doctor. Apparently, you know, malpractice is a real thing, Ken. You don't dress up like doctors and lose. So,
I think at this point we're just making words up,
Yep,
Josh.
yep,
That's good.
yep.
That is the ultimate trivia Schmoedown competition for the day.
Yes.
That is a big match. You guys are going to like, comment, put your thoughts and opinions down here. Don't forget to get the full details of this on the Schmoedown Rundown, which is on the SK Podcast Network. Of course, I have Inside Schmoedown live every Thursday, 2 p.m. Pacific. I'm sure we'll be talking about this match.
Frankie numbers!
All right, what is going on, everyone? Frank here from the Rundown, and let's just get right into this one because we had yet another huge upset in the tournament as Stacey Howard defeats Baby Carrots in sudden death. Really quickly, let's see how we got there. This was a nice back and forth in the first round with Ellis earning a 6-5 lead, and in the second round, Ellis was able to build on that a bit, as Stacey was only able to scoop up 3 points in that round compared to Ellis's 5. So she ended up trailing 11-8, heading into the third. Now, only 6 people in the entire history of the Schmoedown have come back from a 3-point or more deficit, and this was by far not even close to being over, as her teammate Brienne showed us just last match. Sure, the odds were against Stacey, but with a little luck, she managed to survive and get to sudden death, as Ellis was unable to answer one of his 2 final questions that would have given him the win. And that is highly surprising because between his 3 and 5 pointer, he is a combined 7 for 11 heading into this match. Although he did run into this problem in his last match against Clark Wolf, so there is that. But what may even be more surprising is Ellis losing in sudden death on a question in which he knew the answer. He just couldn't pull out in time. So Stacey wins this one, 15-14. You know, this wasn't the most accurate match we've ever seen, but with the dramatics at the end, it just doesn't get any better than this in tournament play. Now, as we take a closer look to each player's individual stats for the match, we'll see that Mark Ellis answered 12 out of 19 for a 63% accuracy rate. Shifting over to Stacey Howard, she answered 11 out of 18 for 61% accuracy rate. Now, how can that be? How can her accuracy rate be lower than Mark Ellis and she's still the winner? Well, if we look at percentage of points earned, she's at nearly 52%, while Mark Ellis is at 45%. That's usually an indication that the player who won probably performed much better in the third round, and that was the case here. Mark Ellis only answered the 2-pointer, while Stacey Howard answered the 2 and 3 for 50% of the points in the third round. And now with this win for Stacey, she is now 2-0 in the Schmoedown. Now only 8 people have started their career 2-0 prior to this match. Sitting at number 1 all-time best performance, going 2-0, is Rachel Cushing. She answered 86% of her questions, 25 out of 29. She's ahead of players like Drew McWeeny, Dan Merle, Clark Wolf, Sam Levine, and at number 6, this is where Stacey Howard enters, as she's answered 22 out of 31 for nearly 71% correct. And I should note here that this does not take into account what they did in the free-for-all. This is only what they've done in league and tournament play. Now, as we take a look here at the bracket, yes, Stacey Howard is set to go up against Rachel Cushing. Both players are 2-0, so one of them is going to become the 6th player in Schmoedown history to start their career 3-0. Only Dan Merle, Clark Wolf, Mark Riley, JTE, and Josh McCouga have accomplished that feat. Now, as we look to update our Schmoedown record books, let's take a look at all-time point leaders. Guess what, Mark Ellis? You may have lost the match, but you did move up a few slots on that leaderboard from 10th to 7th. You are now ranked 7th with 135 points through 9 matches. It's unfortunate with his early tournament exit because he had a real shot if he went on a run here to probably slide into that 5th, possibly 4th spot, taking over Dan Murrow. But with an early exit, we're just going to have to wait and see how long Mark Ellis can climb up that leaderboard once again. Alright, if you're looking for more stats and info on your favorite players and teams, go follow at SD Rundown Stats on Twitter for more. And if you want to listen to full breakdowns and analysis of every single match, be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast every Saturday on the SK Plus YouTube channel, as well as on the Schmoedown podcast feed on iTunes. Alright, that is it. This has been your post-match Schmoedown breakdown.
Post-credit scene!
Okay, wait, what? Okay, first of all, where were you?
Car got a flat tire. Somebody did it. I think it was the dude.
Probably
He's
stop.
probably drunk. Swear to God, it's not my fault. Listen, understand, past that. What happened?
We need to know, right now. I won. What? No, I won!
Word?
I won!
Wait, no, listen.
What?
That means you will now play Rachel. So, this all works, okay? We can make all this happen. We get all this together. You, Rachel, make this whole missing thing work.
Plan.
It's gonna be a whole good plan. Okay, now look, we need to go celebrate. I need drinks, and I gotta have something happen. So, which way are we going?
This way.
Okay, let's go. She won!
Well, what do we have here?
Well, this has been another Schmoedown reaction. Stacy, congrats on your victory. It was very well earned. Ellis, you'll bounce back, bro. I still got nothing but love for you. You're one of my favorites in the league. So, this is C-Dub, and until next time, peace.